What's good, guys? Tenza back with another video, and today I want to go over Typesoul. Not just clan wars, not ranked, not the codes, not nothing like that, not cosmetics, nothing like that. I want to go over what can make the game better. I want to go over what I see that the game can add and what can be removed and what should be fixed to make the game more playable. Not that it's not playable, but more playable, and hopefully increase the smiles while playing this game and make it more enjoyable. Not that it's not enjoyable, but I feel like they have a lot of locked potential that they can easily bring to the table and become one of the most popular games, one of the most popular anime games on this platform. But yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do so. Make sure you share it to your friends. Make sure you hit that bell, comment down below, and add me down below. It's gonna be in the description. Add me. I'm gonna have my user up on the screen. It's Calmar. Text me ABG tryout, and you will be able to join ABGs. It's probably one of the best upcoming clans. We have a really good leader, really good system going on. So yeah, make sure y'all do that and just type ABG tryout, and I got you. When the application's open, I got you. You'll be able to try out and get into the clan. But yeah, let's get into the video. So firstly, I want to start with what they can add. I'm going to make this quick and short, though it's a lot of information to go over. But I'm going to try to do it as quick as possible. I think they should add true Vizards, true Bankais, because just like Segunda, Segunda has a form, but like Segunda is like more of a lesser version of true Vizard. It's not really as hard to achieve in the anime. True Vizard, true Bankai in the anime is it's more due to skill and strength and stuff like that. I feel like experience can get you Segunda and Bleach in the anime itself, but the true Bankai is more skill based, and stuff like that. So I feel like it should only be allowed and accessible by true Vizards, not lessers, because I don't think everybody should gain the access to get something such like a true Bankai, because it's going to be way too powerful compared to the other skills and stuff like that. And I feel like since it's going to be that hard to get, I feel like they should make it like a quest line, kind of like Segunda, but way harder, and then you're gonna have to fight your inner self to obtain your true Bankai. Obviously your Zanpakuto changes, your moves changes. I don't think you should get that much HP back if you use it for the second time. And what I mean by that is, what I was thinking is, it is 3 bars, like bars like these, 3 bars, kind of like the Segunda bar, but oh my bad, that's my own. But Segunda bar, the Segunda bar, let's say for example for true Bankai bar and Segunda bar, it fills up along with this bar, with your Bankai bar. So you could fill your Bankai bar up, and then you could fill your your true Bankai bar up. Instead of Segunda, you have to actually be in full res to raise Segunda bar. I feel like it'll make more sense to be able to max out your true Bankai bar in your base form without activating Bankai. You could choose whether to activate Bankai or true Bankai. Though I say this is because in the anime, they don't really give you an option. Ichiko unlocks true Bankai, and he doesn't really get the option to just go back to his normal Bankai. It's mostly just true Bankai, true Bankai, true Bankai. So I think it should be like a more transcendent form of Bankai, but I don't think they should implement that instantly into the game. Or they could just do that, yeah, they could just probably just give you true Bankai instead of just making it more bars and just changing your whole Bankai form and stuff like that, knowing you have true Bankai, making new animation and stuff like that. And obviously the obtainable way to get it is obviously through a harder quest, and you do multiple stuff that they could set, and then you probably fight your inner self. That'll be way harder than any other boss in the game, but I feel like they should give you the usage of your own Bankai, but it shouldn't really affect it that way, because you're basically just going to be fighting a harder boss. So your true Bankai is going to be dealing damage to you while you're just be fighting in your Bankai form, trying to get your true Bankai and fighting your inner self. And I think they should just make a separate location in NPC instead of just implementing it right back into the Soul Society. They should make a separate location somewhere hidden on the map and stuff like that. Probably KT, and then they just give you the access. But that's one thing I think they could add to make the game interesting a little bit, make it more interactive, engaging, and stuff like that. Instead of just keeping it boring and have people like have a goal they could get to. Like Ichiko got strength and stuff like that, stuff like that, stuff like that. And then he just unlocked his true Bankai. Zanpakuto changes, water evaporates, stuff like that. Everybody's like, oh wow. Yeah, that's how I feel like it should be. It should feel like an actual accomplishment instead of just Bankai. Everybody gets Bankai, but like who actually gets true Bankai? Now we're gonna be talking about what I think should be removed from the game. Not that it should be removed for the purpose of that it's a bad mechanic, but I just think this mechanic should be reworked and thought about even more to make the game more interesting, and I have my reasons, as I will say. Raids. The raids should be reworked and removed. Raids are really, they're not as attractive anymore. Raids are like, their rewarding shouldn't change. I feel like the rewarding is perfect since it's like a free event, that you don't have to like pay to get in. Like clan wars, you need like a certain amount of people to actually win. So I think the rewarding is perfectly fine that they give that normal rewarding. You can still get hogs and stuff like that. Get your Vizard, get your Basto, stuff like that. So I think the rewarding system as well. But I think they should remove it because it's just boring. People leave. I remember I see so much KT servers. Moment of rage starts, people just instantly leave. Everybody's leaving KT and stuff like that. Like, why can't it just be like Gladiator? Gladiator, for example, that one should stay. The only thing that I say that has a flaw, that's a flaw in Gladiator, is that if you die, you're just sitting in a dome for like probably the next 15 minutes while the two best people in the server just go at it. And then the four best people in the server just go at it, and they just back and forth. Nobody's dying, and you're just sitting there waiting for your rewards because that's what they want, and the rewards aren't even that rewarding. So I don't have any idea for what I think should be a raid, but I feel like the raids should definitely be more thought of. I think they're too basic and simple. They're not really attractive and stuff like that. People want to leave the server whenever there's a raid. There should be, there's a raid. Everybody wants to stay and do the raid because it's a fun raid. In-game event. That's what people love. People love in-game events. So why not make it more interesting? Make it more playable, more likable, more lovable, more enjoyable. Make them want to stay and actually experience it. Even if they leave, they could probably stay for 5 minutes. Because it's when I see KT raids, it's basically just a death match. That's permadeath and just sends you right back to where you came from. Or it's just what is it? Capture the zone or something like that. It's not capture the flag. Just capture the zone where you just sit in the middle and then you just wait, and it goes back and forth. It's like a pedestal. You wait, and then all wrong cards die, and Soul Reapers die. That's kind of boring. I don't think that's. But I think they should remove that, and I feel like they're creative. The devs are really creative. I feel like the devs could really make something work if they take the time to just cook up. They can't do it now, but I feel like in the near future they should at least consider making new raids and different raids, and for every one of them, new raids and all that and stuff like that, so they could be more interesting, keep more people in the server, keep more people playing in-game events. Keep the rewards the same though, because the rewards it's like a free event. Rewards are not supposed to be as rewarding as clan wars and boss raids and stuff like that. But yeah, that's one thing I think they could remove. Not really remove when I say remove, but rework, but remove those type of raids and make new ones. And lastly, what I think they can fix about the game. The game has a lot of bugs and stuff like that, obviously, but one thing I think they could fix about the game is obviously the 2v2s. How people could just abuse the bugs and you only get jailed for it. What did that do? Jailing people people abuse the bug, they could probably get like such a good item. Probably, you could get like a Tapatsu and stuff like that. Probably get a dimensional, get a formless. Like if you win that specific and you don't even lose it, you just get jailed. You have to wait an hour, and they still have that. Like the bugs, obviously. Another thing, they need to fix releasing stuff that aren't tested properly. I think that they're rushing to release stuff, like they're releasing new weapons, new modes and stuff like that, and then in the next couple of updates and next couple of patch notes, they instantly gut it to the ground. Like Benihime used to be insanely broken. Everybody agreed that it was broken, but like, why did it have to be so broken off like release? They could have took the time to actually like look into it and be like, you know what, we can't add this and that. I feel like they just rushed it. They need to fix stuff like that, test it more properly, make sure it's actually playable in game and playable against and stuff like that. But simple stuff like that, they're just not testing. They're falsely testing and then putting it out and then just nerfing it, and then the community is not happy with it because the community is like, oh, why are you guys doing this? Why are you doing that? And it's gonna take them a minute to do it. And those days go by and people stop playing because people don't want to play against a Benihime that's taking like half of their bar in one move and stuff like that. Nobody wants to play against that. But now that they nerf Benihime, it's like nerf to the ground, and people are actually starting to like spin it off because nobody wants to use Benihime anymore. But that's another thing I feel like they could fix and stuff like that. Just little fixes. Anything other than that, the game's really well. The game they made PvP really well, modeling really well, stuff like that. Like look at this, you can't modeling everything's really well. The swords and stuff like that, attacks, it's made really well. The devs are really creative. I love the devs. I love this game and stuff like that. But I just feel like that's what I think they can add to make their game, to put their game out there on the map. It's like they have a lot of locked potential. Like I feel like they have a lot of hidden potential. Like the thumbnail says, hidden potential. They have a lot of hidden potential. These devs just gotta put more effort into it. Like the models, like the meshes and stuff like that. I feel like they could really make this game more Typesoul feeling. More Typesoul, not just Bleach, just Typesoul. Make the game more fun, stuff like that. Add more factors from the actual anime. Make it more interesting, but like at the same time make it feel balanced, make people feel comfortable playing against it and with it, and have no issues. Just keep a nice community and stuff like that without people arguing. But yeah, that's really it for the video. Thanks for watching if you finished it and got to this part. But yeah, that's basically my opinion on what I think their locked potential is and how they can actually fix it and make this game one of the best anime games in anime Roblox history and stuff like that. But yeah, take care. My remember my ads in the description and stuff like that. Just text me ABG tryout. Remember ABG tryout for seeing this. Make sure you sub and like and all that and stuff like that. But yeah, take care.